Have you ever felt like no matter what you do, you just can't seem to catch a break? Like the universe itself is conspiring against you and your dreams? Well, let me tell you something. You are not alone. In fact, I've been right where you are. There were times in my life when it felt like every single thing that could go wrong did go wrong. The more I tried to fix things, the worse they seemed to get. And it was only when I shifted my perspective that things started to turn around for me. What if the reason you're struggling isn't because the universe is against you, but because your thoughts are holding you back? You see, our thoughts have the power to shape our reality. When we think negatively, we attract negative experiences. But when we choose to focus on the positive, when we choose to trust in a higher power, that's when the magic happens. That's when we open ourselves up to the infinite possibilities that life has to offer. You see, I used to struggle with this all the time. I would wake up in the morning feeling anxious and stressed, and it would only get worse as the day went on. I was convinced that bad things were gonna happen, and guess what? They did. But then I started to experiment with something different. I began to question whether my negative thoughts were really helping me or just making things worse. And that's when I discovered the power of shifting my mindset. By choosing to focus on the positive, by choosing to trust in a higher power, I started to see positive changes in my life. I became more resilient in the face of adversity. I started to attract positive experiences instead of negative ones. And it all started with a simple mindset shift. Now, I'm not gonna lie and say that it was easy. It took conscious effort and practice to change my thought patterns. But the results were so worth it. Not only did I become happier and more fulfilled, but I also started to see improvements in every area of my life. My relationships improved, my career took off, and I became more confident and assertive. All because I chose to focus on the positive and trust in God's power. Let's take a moment to pray together. Dear God, I come to you today feeling overwhelmed and stuck. I know that I have negative thoughts that are holding me back, and I want to be free from them. Please help me to see myself through your eyes, to see my worth, my value, and my purpose. Fill me with your peace and your love, and help me to walk in confidence and hope. Amen. Choose to focus on the positive. Choose to trust in God's power, and watch what happens. You've got this.